quests involving vampires to quests that require you to explore all over RuneScape. This is the top 10 list of best quests. Number 10. Vampire Slayer. Now this quest was originally released on the 28th of January 2001. The premise behind this quest is that you have to shank Victor Draenor Draken inside Draenor Manor. Now this is a free-to-play quest and is a difficulty of novice and a official length of short. Now the reason that this is on the list is it's just that it was like one of the first quests that I personally ever did, and it was just like I really enjoyed doing it, to be honest. So yeah, it's just a great quest overall. I just love it. Number 9. Monkey Madness. Now this quest was originally released on the 6th of January 2004. The premise of this quest is you have to get onto the Apatol Island and then defeat the Jungle Demon in order to save the Grand Tree from dying. Now this quest is officially difficult of Master and the official length is very long. Now the actual requirements for this are very long and there are quite a lot of them. So yeah, you probably have to be a pretty decent player to be able to do this quest. And the reason that this is on the list is just brings back memories. You have to, avoiding all the monkeys and try not to get owned by the poisonous spiders and stuff that are on the island. Number 8. Lunar Diplomacy. Now this quest was originally released on the 24th of July 2006, and the premise behind this quest is that you have to travel from the Fremwick homeland to the Moon Clan Isle, other known as Lunar Isle, in order to obtain the Lunar Spellbook. Now the difficulty of this quest is experienced and the official length is long. There are quite a few skill requirements for this quest, obviously the main one being magic, and there are quite a few items requested, and you do need to be able to kill quite a few monsters in this quest as well. So the reason this is on the list is just that everybody remembers doing this quest to get the Lunar Spellbook to be used either training magic or just for your own convenience. It's just brings back some good memories for me, and it's just a pretty awesome quest. Number 7. Dragon Slayer. Now this quest was originally released on the 23rd of September 2001. The premise behind this quest is that you need to obtain the 3 map pieces and obtain a captain in order to go to Crandor to fight Elvarg, in order to obtain his head and then wear the rune plate body. The difficulty of this is experienced and the official length is long. Now for this you do need a reasonable amount of stuff. You don't need many skills, but you do need quite a few items as there are lots of stuff to do in this quest. So the reason that this is obviously on this is obviously everyone remembers doing this quest to obtain their rune plate body, and I personally remember struggling to defeat Elvarg until I actually did it when I was like level 100 and something. So I did it a bit late, but well, still one of my favourite quests of all time. Number 6. Nomad's Requiem. Now this quest was originally released on the 11th of January 2010. Now the premise of this is for you to discover the true activities behind Nomad and Soul Wars. You would have to venture deep underground, solve a variety of different puzzles, defeat one of the obelisks from in the game, and you find a boss you will have to defeat Nomad, which is currently one of the hardest quest monsters in the game. So this difficulty of this is Grandmaster and the length is medium. You do need a hell of a lot of stuff to be able to have done this. You need quite a few skills. You must have obviously played Soul Wars, you must be on the regular spellbook, you must have a lot of good armour. The main thing for me behind this quest, it just took me so damn long to do to kill Nomad. This is back before AOC. It's just like using range and stuff to be able to avoid all these damaging attacks and healing and stuff when I was running out of food and getting owned. So it's just a lot of good memories for me, and it was so worth the effort getting the Soul Wars cape in the end, and it just felt so good when I finally killed him. Number 5. Temple at Sentissan. Now this quest was originally released on the 3rd of December 2009. The premise behind this quest is after the events of Desert Treasure, you will need to help out Azandra again in order to obtain the ancient spellbook. Now the official difficulty of this is Master, and the quest length is long. You will need quite high prayer level for this. You'll also need quite high kudos, be able to defeat the Barrows, and just a whole bunch of stuff. The reason behind this quest being on the list is just obviously it's really good. You have to be able to do all the stuff after there's a treasure, and obviously the reward at the end, the ancient spellbook. Number 4. Ritual of the Majorat. Now this quest was originally released on the 14th of September 2011. The premise behind this quest is to you to be able to explore the world of RuneScape and obtain the storyline behind the temple itself, and also at the end you'll have to fight a number of different creatures against them and or with the Majorats in order to stop the ritual from happening, in order to summon monsters back to RuneScape. This is also combines in with the Dragon King lore as well, so it's pretty good for anybody who's interested in that. So the difficulty for this is Grandmaster, and the official length is very long. This is probably, personally in my opinion, possibly about the hardest quest in the game. Probably not even more, well, quite a few, yeah, I'd say it's one of the hardest quests in the game. You need a lot of different stats, all in the high 70s, a lot of different items from the quests that you would have had to have done. Yeah, quite a few requirements as well, defeating loads of monsters and stuff. Yeah, the reason that this is on the list is, well, it's just a really, really good quest. You can explore over RuneScape, it's just got great lore. The rewards are absolutely superb, to be honest. You're able to fight Glade Cores and access new burrows. It's just a wonderful, great quest overall. Number 3. Wild Gothic Sleeves. Now this quest was originally released on the 26th of November 2008. Now the premise behind this quest is you will need to explore all sorts of lore around RuneScape in order to uncover the secrets of the Stone of Jazz, and at the end you will also have to fight a tormented demon, which after this you can kill them for all sorts of good drops. So the official difficulty of this is Grandmaster, and the length of this is extremely long. So it says here actually it can take up to 7 hours to complete, but can take at least as 3. So you'll need a huge variety of skills. You'll need a buttload of items, and you'll need to be able to kill some very high leveled quests as well. So just to be aware of that. So the other reason that this is in is, well, it's just a very notable quest. Everybody's always working up to do Wild Gothic Sleeps. It's one of the most notable quests in the game. It's also considered to be the longest quest in the game, and one of the hardest quests in the game as well. So yeah, it's just a brilliant quest overall, and personally one of my favourites. Number 2. Desert Treasure. Now this quest was originally released on the 18th of April 2005. The premise behind this quest is that you will have to venture out into the desert and all the way around RuneScape to obtain the 4 crystals, which you will then be able to use to enter the pyramid, which you'll have to work your way to the bottom of in order to attain the ancient spellbook. Now the difficulty of this quest is Master, and the official length is long. Now for this you will need an exceptional amount of quests, abilities, items and all that sort of stuff in order to complete it successfully. Yeah, it's just for this quest, it's just that everybody remembers doing this quest to obtain the ancient spellbook. It's just like a master in any RuneScaper's life, so it's just a brilliant quest overall. And number 1, Recipe for Disaster, possibly one of the best quests ever released into RuneScape. Now this was officially released on the 15th of March 2006 and was the 100th quest to be released into the game. Now there is no official difficulty for this, but the subquests range from being easy to being very hard. Now the official length for this is extremely long and is classed between 8 and 15 hours to be completed, which is probably very realistic, to be honest. Now for this you'll need basically a required level of nearly every single non-combat stat. You need to be able to defeat some quite high level monsters, and you won't need any items though. I will say that you don't really need much items, except when you're doing the subquests. Obviously you may need an additional item there or two. Okay, so the reason that this is in is it's just one of the best quests set in the history of the game. It involves so much detail and everything going into it. You have to complete a lot of different quests in order to complete the game, complete the quest even. And it's just a wonderful quest and great adventure for any RuneScaper. Okay, that is it for this countdown. If you enjoyed, don't forget to punch the like button, leave a comment down below, and also subscribe. Also, most follow me on my Twitter feed, which is going to a link down below. Last thing to say, thank you so much for watching. I've been X Killer X, and I will see you in the next countdown.